Hotkeys are an amazing way to speed up your workflow, and as far as I can tell, there is not one comprehensive document that carries all of the hotkeys for RawTherapee. As such, I've taken it upon myself to start compiling some of those into easy-to-access spaces. This video is part one of probably many parts on hotkeys in RawTherapee. I put timestamps in the description for each hotkey, as well as I put a short description of what the hotkey does and the hotkey itself down in the description below. So let's jump into it. The first thing to know about hotkeys in RawTherapee is that there is no difference between Mac and PC when it comes to command and control. If a hotkey in RawTherapee says control, you do still have to hit the control key regardless of what system you're using. So first up are some interface hotkeys. We have Ctrl F2, Ctrl F3, and Ctrl F4. Ctrl F2 takes us to the File Browser tab, Ctrl F3 takes us to the Q tab, and Ctrl F4 takes us to the Editor tab. Next, if we hit Ctrl F2 to go back to our file browser, we can go through some sorting hotkeys. If you select an image and hit the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, that will give that image a star rating, 1 for 1 star up to 5 for 5 stars. If you want to take all of the stars off the image, hit the 0 key. I will say that for some of these sorting hotkeys, I have had trouble getting them to work on a Mac. My working theory is that the Mac system has some sort of hotkey already assigned, and that overrides the RawTherapee hotkey. And up to this point, I haven't been able to figure that out. If you know how to fix that, go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. Next, we can sort images by color. There are 5 different colors. The colors are red, yellow, green, purple, and blue. If you hit Shift+1, that's red. Shift+2 is yellow, Shift+3 is green, Shift+4 is purple, and Shift+5 is blue. Of course, you can hit Shift+0 to turn off the color sorting. Now that we've sorted these images by star or color, we can talk about the hotkey for the sorting options in the toolbar at the top of the file browser. Hit Q to turn off all sorting options. Hit Shift and the numbers 1 through 5 in order to show the images that have that specific star rating. Hit Alt and the numbers 1 through 5 in order to see the images that are sorted by a specific color. If you want to see the images that have not yet been edited, hit Shift and the number 6. If you want to see the images that have already been edited, hit Shift and the number 7. If you want to see the images that have not yet been put in the queue to be exported, hit Alt and the number 6. If you want to see the images that have already been put in the queue, hit Alt and the number 7. If you want to see the images that you have thrown away into the trash can, hit Ctrl+T. When it comes to zooming in and out on your thumbnails, you can hit the plus or minus key. If you're using single editor tab mode in RawTherapee, then you need to hit Alt and the plus or minus key in order to zoom in or out. Next, let's move over into the queue. Here in the queue, the only hotkey that really matters is Ctrl+S. This will start the queue. Now let's move into the editor. To close the panel on the left, hit the L key. To close the film strip at the top, hit Shift+L. It's also important to note that all of the sorting hotkeys still work in the editor tab. So if you only want to see your 5-star images in your film strip, you can just hit Shift+5 and all of those images will show up. Hit the I key if you want to turn on the little information box. Hit it again to turn it off. Hit Shift+B if you want to see the before and after view. Hit H if you want to use the hand tool to pan around the image. Hit W if you want to select the white balance color picker. Hit C to activate the crop tool. You can left mouse button click and drag in order to add a crop. Hold down Shift and left mouse button click inside of the cropped area in order to move it around your image. Hit S on your keyboard in order to select the straighten tool. Then, left mouse button click and drag in order to select a straight line in your image. Hit the 9 key in order to cycle through all of the different background colors, including transparency. You can hit R, G, B, and the letter V in order to preview the red, green, blue, and luminosity channels. And then if you're viewing any of these channels, just hit the hotkey for the channel that you're viewing in order to turn off the channel preview. If you want to turn on the focus mask, hit Shift+F. To preview the sharpening contrast mask, hit the letter P. If you want to see the clipped shadows, hit the less than symbol. If you want to show the clipped highlights, hit the greater than symbol. You should note that on some keyboards you need to hit Shift and then the less than or greater than symbol in order to select that specific symbol on that key. To rotate the image to the left, hit the left bracket. To rotate the image to the right, hit the right bracket. For the image rotation brackets, if you are in single editor tab mode, you need to hit Alt and then the open or closed bracket in order for it to work. If you want to move to the next image in the film strip, hit Shift F4. If you want to move to the previous image in your film strip, hit Shift F3. If you want to zoom out on your image, hit the minus key. If you want to zoom in on your image, hit the plus key. If you want to fit the cropped area of your image to the image window, hit the F key. That's all the hotkeys I have for you today. I hope that these can speed up your workflow. I know that they've greatly increased my workflow speed. If you want more hotkey videos like this, please let me know in the comments down below. If you like this content and want to see more, please consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.